What is up, comrades, and welcome back to more Doki Doki Exit Music Redux, or, in other words, the reincarnation of hell itself into a DDLC mod. Now, if you missed any of the other previous parts, since this is part 3, make sure to click that card on the top right or the first link in the description below. Both will take you to the playlist, and you can get caught up on anything you may have missed, assuming you haven't, played this mod already. But assuming you have, and for some reason you just want to get to this part, yeah, sure, whatever. But in the last episode, we got the Yuri scene, the one and only Yuri scene you will ever get in the entire mod. If you like Yuri, I hate to break it to you, she doesn't exist anymore. So you can just forget about her. Yuri never existed. Also, we got the fountain scene with Natsuki and all that, where she just bluntly said, "My dad beat me, yeah." And also, going to the police is also a bad idea. Yeah, Natsuki. What a queen she is. So instead of going to the police, it's now time to break her out of her house somehow. Let's get into that, shall we? I kick off my school clothes and toss them into the corner. Yeah, we're pretty much right about to go to Natsuki's house, break her out, and it's gonna be all epic or whatever. Will it be as epic as the original? No, not really. I'll wash and iron them later. I donned the clothes I prepared yesterday. Black hoodie, jeans, shirt, shoe. Why are you preparing clothes for this, bro? Bandana too, but I shouldn't need that. Although it does look pretty poggers. Christ, I look like a home invader. Isn't that exactly what I'm doing? No, you're not invading the home. Shut up, brain. I take a deep breath. Here's hoping that this isn't a complete disaster. I've been messaging her since I got back home with no answer. Oh no, she's dead already. Actually, oh yes, she's dead already. Praise the Lord. And part of me thinks I should call it off. But I cannot let her stay there. My hero complex won't allow it. All questions of doubt are pushed to the back of my mind. Her safety is my one and only concern right now. God knows I've not been very lucky lately, but I'll just have to make do with what I have and hope things go well. I take another breath. Here we go. I message Natsuki of my departure and head out the door. Please be dead, please be dead, please be dead. The bus is oddly silent this evening. Good enough for me, I suppose. Less people to see me. I feel like I'm committing a crime. You are committing a crime. I should focus on my breathing for now. I rest my face in my palms. With all that's happened in the past couple days, I've needed a moment like this. Heh. I guess this would be the calm before the storm, wouldn't it? Oh, you can say that again. Well, considering that my best friend almost killing herself is still before the storm, bro, life is strange before the storm, epic game. In hindsight, that train of thought doesn't exactly inspire confidence. That, plus the added worry of whether or not Natsuki's gonna be alright after all this. I shake at the thought. I shouldn't worry about that right now. I have to focus on how to get her out of that place. As if on cue, the bus arrives right where I need to get off. Just at the bottom of the street Natsuki lives in. I sigh. I press the stop button and wait until the door is open. A sense of dread washes over me as the door creaks open. Yes, because a sense of dread washes over you whenever anything happens. Well, it's now or never. The cold breeze grazes me as I step out of the bus. I look around at my surroundings. The street is dimly lit and there's no one in sight. These are the perfect conditions to remain unseen. Maybe luck really is on my side after all. No, if anything, it's near, bro, you got the worst luck of all time. This is the place. I shiver. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. I must be crazy. I sigh. I get closer to the house and look at the windows to see if anyone is inside. Nothing. I take a look at the front door, and then my eyes are drawn towards a car parked out front. It must be his. It's old, but the design hints that it's worth a substantial amount. It's like, bro, what color is Dadsuki'S Bugatti? I can't see it. Wretched Team. Another L. At least, as far as I can tell, I've never been very interested in cars. Bruh. Not crit. This MC is just so cringe. He doesn't like Bugattis. But that doesn't matter. Now all I know is that I have another thing to worry about. I quickly pull out my phone and give her a call. Just as I dial out, I feel something pulse right by my foot. I peer down to take a look at, and I see what is undoubtedly her phone. Or was. I flip the phone over. A web of cracks span across the screen. No! Not Natsuki, my queen! Judging by the height of the window above, I have a strong hunch of where it came from. Shit, crap, poggers, cringe! Fuck, cock, balls, dick, penis. But why? This must be some twisted penance for her attendance at club today. Most likely. Oh my gosh. And the broken phone raises yet another issue. How am I supposed to get Natsuki's attention without also alerting her father? Throws the phone through the window. It seems impossible, but my mind persists to try and think of a solution. Just throw the phone through the window, man. It's like, bro, Dadsuki will come in there, and then it'll just be like, oh yeah, it was just like a bird or something. It's like, he just looks at us like, where's the fucking bird then? I'm like, oh no, I guess he flew away. Goes back to sleep. There you go. You have a way out. I look down to see several pebbles scattered over the concrete pavement. Oh yeah, throw the pebbles at the window. Yeah, that totally isn't, a Romeo and Juliet fucking ripoff right there. No, because this isn't exit music. I could always just throw one of these at the window to try and get her attention. I pick up the pebble, but hesitate when going for a throw. I should really be having second thoughts about this. I mean, her dad may well have been hearing the pebble hit the window. What's even worse is that this could possibly be his room I'm about to chuck a pebble at. But I mean, you could just like hide it in a bush or something. Like, dude, it's like you're worrying about too much here. Just use your brain, think. But I don't exactly have many options here. The hell with it. I have to try. I take a deep breath. I just have to be careful. I throw it with enough force to make a loud bang. Too loud. Yeah, that was a very loud bang. Thanks, Wretched Team. Nothing. Crap. I thought that was going to do at least something. Like, come on. As soon as I begin to doubt this is going to work, I see some movement from behind the curtains. Before I even have a chance to think about it, the window swings open. And all my tension melts away. It's Natsuki, my queen! And a scene that is literally ripped from Romeo and Juliet. I can barely see her, but I know that short stature anywhere. She speaks in a whisper that's still loud enough for me to barely hear. Psst. What the hell do you think you're doing? I'm doing what we planned, dumbass. Oh, really? Because I don't remember planning for you to chuck shit at my window. She looks away for a moment. You could have woken my dad up. You know what? That honestly would have been a good thing. I mean, I didn't really have another way. What was I gonna do? Shout? Hey, Natsuki, come out, dumbass! I need you to get out of your father's house before he beats the shit out of you again. So, sorry about that. Whatever, you're here now. You just need to be really careful about this. Let's get you up here. Wait, I'm going up there? That's not how this is supposed to work. You're supposed to be coming down here. For your stuff, right? Yeah. I can't lift it by myself because I'm a weak piece of shit. I need your help. You know, you're the fucking man of the house. What? I thought you were a strong, independent woman, Natsuki. You do it. Shh. I had to pack a lot of shit in there. Just go get up here and help me. Like, how? How am I getting up there? Give me a sec. Natsuki disappears out of view for 2, maybe 3 agonizing minutes. Every single one of those minutes, I'm just hoping that she's just fucking dead. When she sadly returns, she's carrying 2 large lengths of cloth bound together at the middle. Bruh. Fucking circus act, bruh. Like, this is literally clown world. We're living in clown world. She launches one end out the window and starts tying the other to the window railing. Natsuki, I don't think we can't use the stairs. They creak a ton. And I haven't got any better ideas. I nod. Okay, cool. Just give me a second. Here we go. I grab hold of the green bed sheets with both hands before stopping and preparing myself. I look left and right, scanning the street for any car lights. None that I see coming. Now's my chance. I lift my right leg to prop it against the wall, and then I adjust my grip, pulling myself up a little. My hands are starting to ache already because I'm a weak piece of shit. I pull again, this time stepping up with my left. I quickly get into the pattern. Right, up, left, up. Right, up, left, up. These are the drills we used to do back in the military. You know, where me and my military training. Looking down, I realize I'm already most of the way up there. I clench my eyes shut, trying not to focus on the pain in my hands, because again, I'm a weak piece of shit. After a couple more tugs, I reach the top. Now, to get over the railing. I hold my leg up and over the railing, managing to get inside somehow. I'm now most of the way through. Straining myself up so that I'm sitting upright in the middle of the window, I pull my right leg over too. And like that, I'm inside Natsuki, my queen's room. My arms and shoulders ache like hell, but I did it. I get a good look at Natsuki. Oh my god! Not my queen! Shh! It's not as bad as it looks. Let's just focus on getting out of here, okay? Okay, motherfucker. She looks like she's been kicked in the face. Good. The blood from her nose looks dry. She hasn't been able to clean herself up. Jesus. We need some Jesus. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. A seething anger boils up within me, but I choke it down. Bald cope seethes spark. I just want to hold her and tell her it's going to be okay. I try to focus, pushing aside my mental unease and physical pain. Natsuki looks at me with pleading eyes. Getting out of here, right. I motion towards Natsuki's bed, where her suitcase lays open. It's mostly packed, but there's more clothes on the bed. She nods and starts throwing in more. Damn it. Women, am I right? As I join Natsuki to pack clothes with her, because I'm a fucking major beta cuck, something catches my attention. Her school blazer, ripped at the sleeve. Just like everything else, broken and tossed aside. I throw it in regardless and start zipping up the suitcase, being as quiet as I can. Natsuki glances across her room and sighs. She gives me a thumbs up. I nod and peer out the window. Her bag isn't light, and that's a long way down. My shoulders hurt just thinking about it. I look at Nott, then look down at the ground. She frowns for a moment, then quietly picks up a bed pillow, tossing it out the window. It's a sizable one too. Oh, not you, genius. I don't think those words should ever be used in a sentence. Natsuki and genius. I put the bag on the sill, looking for the pillow. Not too far from the sidewalk. If it lands on the concrete, I don't think about it. I take a second to aim and drop it. It seems to fall in slow motion. Or at least that's how it feels. But it lands on the pillow. I breathe a sigh of relief. I motion Natsuki to go on. She looks worried, but walks over and grips the makeshift bedsheet rope. She takes a last look at her room and her eyes water up. I feel terrible. She has to leave everything in here. But it's for the best. She nods and descends. I keep a hand on the bedsheet for safety. A minute goes by before I feel a tug. She's made it. I peer out the— Oh no! Oh no, Bruce! There's a car coming! Car! I duck back into the window, seeing Natsuki take cover behind the wall. It comes closer. Car driving by .mp3 and passes by without incident. Jesus Christ, you need some Jesus in your life, hallelujah. I take a deep breath. Back to amateur rappling. I slowly inch my way down as I did before. My arms are begging for mercy. I'm so close. And then I fall directly on Natsuki, killing her and breaking her neck. Mod over at the end. I land on the concrete, pain shooting up my side. The green bedsheet rope piles on top of me. Seems like it came loose. Natsuki gasps. Stalin, are you okay? Damn it. Damn it! I just realized it was— I wanted MC to land on Natsuki and kill her on the spot. No. Not even MC died. So what's the point? Yeah, I'm good, I guess. I wanted to die right there. Natsuki helps me up, grabbing the bedsheet and the pillow. No sense in leaving any more traces, I suppose. Come on, we need to go. I pick up her bag and sprint towards the bus stop. As I move further down the street, I can't help but notice a loud heaving behind me. I look back and sure enough, Natsuki's struggling to keep up with my pace, because she's apparently, not a strong, independent woman as we all thought. We're both in pretty rough shape. I make sure she's with me though. We make it out of sight of the house before I stop and catch my breath. We can walk the rest of the way. I think we'll be alright. Natsuki takes a couple of deep breaths and sighs before speaking. Okay. Her words wheeze out as her breathing settles. She's been through so much today. Oh my gosh, bruh. Who cares? Who asked? L plus ratio plus your white. I feel awful about her leaving her things behind. But she didn't have much choice. At least the hard part is over with. She's safe. Come on. I think I know the way back to my place from here. Will it take long? About half an hour. Alright. I just lead her to an alley behind a Denny's. Damn it. It actually takes us nearly an hour to get back home. An hour of silence, save for exhausted panic and the occasional wince whenever the stabbing pain in my shoulder spiked. With Natsuki as she was, we couldn't take the bus. Instead, we looked for more out-of-the-way areas. If we're walking down the main roads, somebody could have seen Natsuki's bruised face. The downside being the hour of walking, of course. Thankfully, we're nearly there. It's just a bit down the road. Yeah, I remember. Finally, I recognized the familiar view of my house. I fumbled with my keys for a moment before I frantically unlocked the door. I let Natsuki through. She's safe. Totally. We're safe. Definitely. I set down Natsuki's suitcase while the door gently closes behind me. The motion makes me wince as the stinging pain in my shoulder sets in. Stalin, you okay? No, it's not big deal really, just like a dislocated shoulder, no big deal. Yeah, just my arm's a little... I'm sorry, Stalin. Don't worry about me, not. I'm fine. I'm totally poggers and keck. As for you, you don't look so epic and PogChamp. Besides, we should probably focus on moving your stuff in. She nods and wheels her suitcase down the hall before stopping. Where do I... Let's see. Natsuki, one of the stipulations for you living with me is that not only do you have to sleep in my bed with me, but you also have to take off your clothes. Or spare room upstairs, first door on the left. Damn it, MC, I hate you. Give me a sec. I take the suitcase from her and haul it up the stairs. Ow. 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 Natsuki follows me, albeit a few steps behind. She's fidgeting with her arm, looking away from me. Nervousness? I mean, who the hell would it be in this situation? Once I reach the top, I take it down the hall and open the door to the spare room with my free hand. Okay, in the drawers, right? Yeah, or, wherever you want, really. I really don't care. There definitely isn't a camera in here to watch you, do things. Natsuki pauses at the doorway. Something wrong? I said there was definitely no cameras in here that you should worry about, so come on in. Wink, wink. It's just shock, I guess. This is my room now. I can't go back. I can't imagine what she must be feeling right now. Neither can anyone else on this planet. No doubt, she will need time to adjust. Oh, she'll need more than just time to adjust, bro. She'll need all the time in the known universe. And even then, she probably will never adjust. As will I. And neither will you, MC. Neither will you. But I'm here with you. Me and you. She leans up and kisses me on... Natsuki, my queen! Now, if you don't mind, I prefer if you didn't stare at me changing. You said you prefer if I didn't, but you didn't say I couldn't. So I'm staying right here. Right. Sorry, I'm a beta cuck. I'll heat you up some soup or something because I'm cringe. Calm down whenever you're ready. Yeah. There's also some tissue paper in the bathroom because we're British, mate. So you can clean yourself up. She gives me a weak smile. Okay. Is that fucking British? Heading downstairs, I enter the kitchen and swing open one of the cupboards. I pull out a can of chicken soup. This'll have to do. I'll hit the grocery store tomorrow and pick up some things. I put the soup in a plastic bowl and set it in the microwave. As I wait, I take a deep breath. Strangely, I don't feel anxious. Yeah, that actually is indeed quite strange. By how my week is gone, my heart should be in a fritz right now. I don't know how I haven't gone into AFib yet. But I'm oddly calm. In fact, I even feel good. Yo, I feel good. Despite my aching shoulder, I got her out of the house. We planned it and pulled it off. Buggers! You can say that this is indeed based, and might I also add, quite red-pilled as well. There might be consequences later, but who cares about those? She's here. She's safe. We're shit! Yep, foreshadowing. Ooh. It was the microwave. I don't know. Stalin? Natsuki had made her way downstairs and was now waiting at the door. She shoots me a concerned look. You okay? No, Natsuki, I'm not okay. I'm literally never okay, and it's all because of you. The world will be a better place if you just kill yourself. But yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little startled, is all. Standing there for a moment, we're both dead silent. Your soup's ready. Okay. Just try not to strain yourself too much. It's been a rough day. Yeah, it's a rough day whenever I have to deal with you, Natsuki. I can't help but draw my attention back to her swollen eye. For both of us. Guess the best thing we could do now is just get some rest. After all, we got a long day tomorrow. Oh crap! What are we gonna do about our eye for tomorrow? I can't go to school, Stalin. Not like this. And not tomorrow, at least. And my worry slowly eases back. Oh, no! We can figure something out, thank God. We've gotten this far already. He didn't have a fucking heart attack. Natsuki doesn't look entirely convinced, but doesn't question me either. Dude, just put some makeup over that. Like, shut the fuck up. I guess we'll just have to see how it looks tomorrow. Yeah, I guess you're right. Worst case scenario, you won't be going to school. There's something oddly relieving about that. It gives us time to figure out what to do next. And right about now, time is exactly what we need. Though unlikely to happen, I can't help but speculate on how I can get Natsuki's dead behind bars. I sigh. Oh no, not again. Not again. The idea of simply waiting is gnawing away. I hate this guy so much. Imagine if you had to take a shot every time MC had a fucking panic attack. You would be fucking dead by the end of it. You'd be dead halfway through the mod. I can't shake this idea that something bad will happen to Natsuki. Yeah. Or to me. Yeah. I mean, I can't exactly guarantee our safety. Just like you can't guarantee that a meteor won't land on you tomorrow when you walk out the door. Gosh, dang it, Bobby. Deep breaths, Stalin. Don't lose your nerve. I look back towards Natsuki to see that she hasn't even touched her food. Natsuki, you eat now. I mean, you must be at least a little hungry after all that. It's not that. I'm absolutely starving. She then raises her head in my direction, her black eyes staring straight through me. It's a stark reminder of the hell she's been through, and I almost feel sympathy for her, but don't quite. I grimace at the thought. See, here's the thing. I would feel more, at least a shred of sympathy for Natsuki if she was at least willing to go to the police. But she won't. I just don't feel like I'm free, Stalin. Then make it happen. I'm afraid he'll find a way to take me back. Oh, I think you know exactly why you don't think you're free. And we'll get into that later. Natsuki takes a deep breath. I just feel so useless. I've only ever been mean to you, Stalin. Even though you actually care about me. Natsuki's face begins to form a much more melancholic expression. It looks like as if she's holding something back. Wait, Natsuki actually trying to care about others for once? No. What mod am I playing? This ain't EMR. I feel so sorry for her. When it comes to how her father treats her, I'm left more confused than angry. What sort of person would even consider doing that to someone, let alone their own daughter? What sort of sick mindset justifies such a thing? But hey, Parfait Girls is safe, and that's what matters most here. Yeah, there's that at least. And when I said matters most, I mean matters most. Out of everything in this room. That was the first mango I ever bought for myself, you know. It was also the first mango I ever got to eat with someone else, too. That'd be me, I take it. Duh. Dummy, baka baka rar. Cock and ball torture. No one else was even interested in what I liked. Yeah, Natsuki, I'm into that weep shit as long as you show me your titties. And when you joined the club, I thought that was gonna be the same. But it wasn't. You cared. You actually took the time to like it. That's never happened to me before. I like that. Even if I didn't show it. But now I keep on doubting as to whether it was worth it. 17 years. And only one person I can call a good friend. Don't get me wrong or anything, the club members are nice. Bruh, I just realized, dude, it almost passed over my head there. Natsuki just put MC in the fucking friend zone. That just makes the events of EMR way worse, is the fact that MC is doing this for a friend. Not even to, like, fuck Natsuki or anything, because he's just a massive simp. Yet, I still don't feel they actually care. Not as much as you. But now I'm thinking, yeah, Natsuki, you're lucky that my parents are away on business trips trademarked. Natsuki then starts to mumble. I can barely hear what she says. Maybe he was right. Maybe I should just grow up. I interrupt before she can continue. I then proceed to raise my hand and use my pimp hand to slap her across the face. Hey! A man has fallen into the river of Lego City! Quick! Dispatch the Kobe Bryant rescue helicopter! Hurry! Natsuki looks a bit scared by my sudden change in tone, but at least it managed to get her attention. Oh my gosh! Quickly! Kobe Bryant, where is he? We need the rescue helicopter! Yeah. It's not stupid to have an interest in something. You remember why you wrote, what was it called? Amy likes spiders? I mean, fuck Amy. She likes spiders. Ew, dumb bitch. Because you thought people shouldn't judge others for their interests. I judge people for their interests all the time. Judging people solely based on their interests is based and red-pilled, and I will not accept anything else. No, do not listen to MC. MC is a beta cuck. Bully others for their interests. Bully them until they, like, break down and cry in front of thousands of people, if you have to. Do it. It's based. Especially if they're a fucking furry. I fucking hate furries. I want to actually... This is not, a joke. This is an actual threat. I'm going to... The next furry I see that's dressed up as a deer, I'm going to get my hunting rifle and shoot them right straight in the chest. And then I'm going to eat them like a fucking deer. I promise you that. And do not come onto my property dressed as a fucking deer. I promise you, you will not be walking out of here alive. That is not a joke. That is a promise. That is a threat. And I'm going to act upon it. And if I recall... Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong in saying that furries deserve to be executed? If you act like an animal, you deserve to be treated like an animal. And I will eat you like an animal. A sigh escapes me. You're a good person, Natsuki. Totally, yeah. At least that's what Simp MC says. As for me, I couldn't care less. You're actually one of the worst people on the planet, Natsuki. Facts. And you have a unique perspective on things. It's why you and I get along. Me and you. An awkward silence permeates the room. Did I upset her? I certainly hope not. Should I try to say... Ha! Natsuki gives me a light shove. Dummy! Baka baka rar! Eh? Use my own poem against me. That's no fair. Relief is just about the only thing I can feel right now. And also a massive erection. I'm just glad that I finally got through to her. Even if it may only be for a short while. Hey, speaking of parfait girls. Yeah? Well, it's safe upstairs. I went ahead and put it in the spare room earlier. So I saw. Up for continuing where we left off? She smiles faintly. Hell yeah! I'd like that. I'll just finish this before we do. She points towards the soup on the table that's more than likely lukewarm by now. Yeah, of course. I'll get a blanket and some snacks set up. That sound good? Yeah, sure. And afterwards, after we're done reading, you are obligated to take off your clothes. In front of me, as I watch. I walk to one of the cupboards where there should hopefully be some snacks available. Crisps! Bingo! Because we're British, mate, we are going to fucking crisps! I'll be waiting up in the spare room, alright? Natsuki takes a seat at the table and grabs the spoon. Okay, I'll be there in a minute. I walk up to the stairs and head towards the spare room, reflecting on the past couple days. All the stress that has accumulated in me has drained me. Despite my fatigue, I'd love nothing more than to stay up and read with Natsuki. We could use a distraction to ease our minds. I enter the room and begin to get everything set up. With everything in its right place and a blanket laid over me, I sit down on the sofa and wait for Natsuki to arrive. Awooga, awooga! The blanket is large enough to wrap around us both, thankfully. So things probably won't be too awkward between us. Although I would really love it if it were. This gives me time to breathe a little, which I'm grateful for. I grab the Parfait Girls volume and begin to stare at the cover. I let out a light chuckle, remembering when I first really got to talk to her. She was definitely the most difficult to get a good understanding of out of all the club members. Fortunately for me, however, we found common ground with our interest in mangoes. She's actually really nice, once you get past the initial barriers, that is. Which makes it hurt even more to hear what she's had to endure. Cool. Finished with my recollection, I lay the volume of mangoes beside me, close my eyes, and unwind for the first time in days. Yet before I know it, I hear the door creak open, and a faint giggle emanating from the doorway. Come on, please come in with your clothes. Son of a bitch! You look comfy. I decide to play along with her more joyful attitude. Well, I certainly feel comfortable. Wanna hop in and find out for yourself? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, hop on my dick. I only just realized what I said probably sounded really weird. Even if I know that blanket's big enough, I still can't help but feel like an absolute creep. Creep! Creep! Radiohead! Ah! Saying that to her. Ha! You bet! She then slides under the covers of the blanket with me. I guess she either didn't think it was weird at all or simply didn't care. Either way, I feel more at ease around her, even if it's only for the time being. You got the volume, right? I sure do. I grab the mangoes laying next to me and show it to Natsuki. What's up? This is gonna sound really stupid, but cock and ball torture from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia at en.wikipedia.org. Cock and ball torture, CBT, is a sexual activity involving painful torture of the male genitals. This can involve various painful activities such as wax play, genital spanking, squeezing, ball busting, tickle torture, and that's about all I can remember. Would it be okay if I hold it? Just for a bit? Without hesitation, I offer her the volume of mangoes. Of course! Natsuki's eyes light up as her face glows red. She takes the mangoes from my lending hand and holds it close to her chest. Wait, do you actually like it? Well, yeah, totally. Why else do you think I offered to keep the collection here? It totally wasn't to see you without clothes on. I don't know. I thought you were just trying to be nice or something. Really? What made you think of that? I don't know. It's not like I can read your mind, dummy. I just figured you were like a nice guy. Bruh, this entire mosh is just going r/nice guys. She giggles a bit. It's good to hear her laugh. But just as soon as it happens, her smile disappears. She speaks up once more. I'm sorry, Stalin. I'm completely lost. Why is she apologizing? If I had to guess, I assume it has something to do with her issues at home. Natsuki, there's nothing to be sorry about. There's nothing else that you could have done to stop the... Well... No, it's not that I'm apologizing for. It's what I said earlier, about being mean to you. You're probably one of the nicest people I've ever met, and I've just treated you like crap. Yes, get used to this, because this is how Natsuki is. And this might sound incredibly stupid, but why would you ever want to be around me? But even though I've only known you for about a week, you're probably one of the best friends I've ever had. She places the book down once more and suddenly pulls me into an embrace, burying her face into my chest. So, thanks, Stalin. Again. I wrap my arms around her, returning her hug. Neither of us exchanged a single word, as a peaceful silence fills the room. Several minutes pass in an instant with Natsuki in my arms, but eventually she lets go and looks away. Sorry about that. I just need to get that off my chest, I guess. It's fine, Natsuki. You're like totally poggers and cack. And, like red-pilled. Fine. I guess you are my little pog champ. Come here. I'm glad to know that I mean that much to you. Her face practically glows red after I say that. So, I guess we should actually reparfait girls now. Yeah, I like that. Also, take off your clothes. Natsuki retrieves the second volume and eagerly opens it to the first page. Now that I've read a decent portion of the manga, I can finally joke and talk with her about certain characters, situations, and setups for different arcs. It's really nice to talk with her like this. Kill. It's been just over an hour and I'm already knackered because we're British to me. I set the second volume down and turned to Natsuki. Hey, wanna call it a night? Natsuki looks towards me and speaks groggily. Yeah. We get up from the sofa and proceed to tidy things up. Hey, do you want me to set up the room so that it should be more comfortable? Nah, I think I got it from here. Plus, you're bound to mess something up, like the retard you are. Hey! Edeko's fallen into the river of Lego City! Quick, dispatch the Kobe Bryant rescue helicopter! What happened to you being nice? Dummy, I never said anything about me being nice. I apologize for being mean. Right, alright, fine. You got me there. I shake my head and sigh in an over-exaggerated fashion. Whatever you say, not. Anyway, I guess this is good night then. Yeah, see you tomorrow, Stalin. You too, rest well. I close the door to the spare room and stagger my way towards the bathroom. Exhausted as all hell, I jump into my bed. Unfortunately, even when I try to go to sleep, I can only wonder what will happen to Natsuki. When it comes to her safety, I can only hope that everything will work out. I hope that no one will notice her absence tomorrow. I hope that her father will just face justice as he rightfully deserves, which will not happen if Natsuki decides to not go to the police. I hope she can finally live a happy, free life from abuse. I hope, even though she only has to wait like 5 weeks. Oh, finally! We made it to Act 2! We're 1/3 of the way done with the mod. Yeah, we're on the 29th. Yeah, that's what I figured. Oh my gosh, we already started off. Okay, never mind. I thought I was hearing like the heart beating. You know, I thought he was literally about to have a panic attack right as he woke up. But, I mean, he probably will. But this is where I'm going to stop it off here for today. If you enjoyed this episode of breaking Natsuki out of her house or whatever. Oh my gosh, this mod is about to kill me. But anyways, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want more Exit Music Redux memes, make sure to subscribe and turn on that bell. So that way you won't miss when I upload another video, another Exit Music Redux banger. Since this is Exit Music Week after all, and on October 10th, I can promise you we're gonna end off EMR Week with an absolute banger. So stay tuned for that, comrades. And as always, until next time, so long, comrades.
I need an anime girl that be fucking with me. A little badass bitch that gets down on her knees, screaming out senpai while she taking the D. Baby girl, I'ma have you yelling kimochi. I need an anime girl that be fucking with me. A little badass bitch that gets down on her knees, screaming out senpai while she taking the D. Baby girl, I'ma have you yelling kimochi.